We are continuing the section, Prabhupada on Holy Name. The glories of the Holy Name. The Holy Name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name under any condition and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of its being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. This is from Padma Purana, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya chapter 17, verse 133. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When the name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. Sri Rupa Goswami in Vidagdha Madhava 115, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila 1.99. Chanting the holy name is the chief means of attaining love of Godhead. The chanting or devotional service does not depend on any paraphernalia, nor on one's having taken birth in a good family. By humility and meekness one attracts the attention of Krishna. That is the verdict of all the Vedas. Therefore, if one becomes very humble and meek, he can easily attain the lotus feet of Krishna in this age of Kali. That is the fulfillment of all great sacrifices, penances, and austerities. Because when one achieves ecstatic love of Godhead, he attains the complete perfection of life. Therefore, whatever one does in executing devotional service must be accompanied with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Srila Jiva Goswami in Bhakti Sandarbha 270, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita Anjalila 4.71. The holy name is non different from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and whenever it is chanted without offenses by anyone, Krishna appears personally on the tongue of the person. Therefore, the devotee says, what is the use of only one tongue? I desire millions of tongues, and what is the use of only 2 ears? With them, I can perceive too little of Krishna's transcendental nature. I desire millions of ears. It, as the Bruhan Naradiya Purana emphasizes, chanting the holy name is not only the most powerful but also most suitable method of attaining spiritual knowledge in Kali Yuga. In this age of Kali, there is no alternative, there is no alternative, there is no alternative for spiritual progress than the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Bruhannaradaya Purana 38126, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita Leela 771 and 7120. This is confirmed in the Kali Sana Santarana Upanishad, which presents a conversation between Narada Muni and Lord Brahma. This conversation took place at the beginning of the Kali Yuga. Narada Muni asked Brahma, how can the fallen souls be liberated in Kali Yuga? Brahma answered, this is the real secret of all Vedic scriptures, which helps you to cross the miserable ocean of Kali Yuga. Simply through the chanting of the names of Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, men are purified in this age of Kali. Narada Muni again asked, which name is it? Brahma answered, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. These 16 names, composed of 32 syllables, are the only means to counteract the destructive influences of Kali Yuga. After having studied in the Vedas, we cannot find a method of religion more appropriate for this age. than the chanting of Hare Krishna. Thus, the Mahamantra, consisting of 16 names, destroys the gross and subtle material coverings of the Jiva. Then the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna will appear before him like the brilliant beams of the sun after the clouds are dispelled. This is from Kali Santarana Upanishad 2 to 7, quote in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila 340 and 776. The effects of the holy name are described by Srila Sanatana Goswami. All glories to the all blissful holy name of the Sri Krishna, which causes the devotee to give up all conventional religious duties, meditation, and worship. When somehow or other uttered even once by living entity, the holy name awards him liberation. The holy name of Krishna is the highest nectar. It is my very life and my only treasure. Bruhad Bhagavatamrita 1.9, quoted in CC Jalila 471. In the Bruhad Vishnu Purana, it is said, simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reactions to more sins than he is able to commit, quoted in Srimad Bhagavatam 6.2.7. The holy name displays its force even when chanted unknowingly or unintentionally. In this connection, the story is told of a Muslim who had contacted several severe enteritis after eating spoiled meat. Following the call of nature, he ran into the wood, but he was too weak to be able to get on his feet after evacuating. All this had been perceived by a wild boar, which regarded human elements as a delicious meal and was impatiently waiting to swallow it. Finally, the wild boar could no longer control its senses. It is attacked the poor man and pursued his heart with its tusks. Dying, the Muslim cried, Harama. Harama, an Arabic word, refers to anything that is prohibited by the Islamic faith. In this word, the syllables of holy name Rama are contained. Thus, the Muslim unintentionally chanted the holy name and attained moksha. This is the result of chanting the holy name unconsciously, just for one time. We can hardly imagine how effective it is to chant the holy name constantly and consciously. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we hear of the nine process of devotional service. The most important is to always chant the holy name of the Lord. If one does so, avoiding the 10 kinds of offenses, one very easily obtain the most valuable love of Godhead. This is from CC Ancha 4.71. As long as we are on the platform of Nama Parada, Nama Vasa, our chanting will not be tasteful. But simply by continuing to chant, we will certainly make an experience of Krishna's real nature. Srila Rupa Goswami compares this to the patient suffering from jaundice. The holy name, character, pastime, activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet. It is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting the sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within this tongue, and this disease is gradually destroyed at the root. This is from the Upadeshamrita 7. So I think it's here referencing a lot of uh, references from different Puranas, different books, and different acharyas. The glories of the holy name. The Krishna and Krishna's names are identical. By humility and meekness, one can attract the attention of Krishna. And this chanting the holy name is not only most powerful, but it is the most suitable method of attaining spiritual knowledge in this age of Kali. And there is no alternative in Kali Yuga other than chanting the holy name. And it's mentioned like, even if one chants consciously or unconsciously, it can liberate us. And give the example of Muslim, uh, uh, chanting the name of Haram, which has Rama in it. And it says like simply chanting the only one and only name of Hari, sinful Man can counteract the reactions to more sins than he is able to commit. But here, essence is, Krishna's and Krishna's name is same. But once who surrenders and chant the name attentively with love and devotion, one can easily go back on Godhead in this life. I think we can stop here.